Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are on the Citadel server here in Westhill, the medieval town that we've been building for coming up on 3 years this November, which is mind-blowing to think of. And also means we've got to light a fire under our butts and get this thing finished to the point where I'm happy to walk away from it and do something else. Big shout out and thank you to MindTripMedia for 200 bits kicking off the top of the stream. Thanks very much. Appreciate the support. Good to see everybody. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. I am, to no one's surprise, full of pancakes and coffee, so should be a pretty good stream. We are going to work on the river again. We did the road, the East Farm Road, beside the river, and when I was looking at the map, as I smashed my face off buildings, this section here I feel really needs some work all along here. You can see where I started it but didn't finish it. We've done a little bit of work over here where the wheat field comes down to meet the riverbank. There's also a lot of sand and other things that we have to get rid of. So there's some pretty basic tasks to take care of today. I think we're going to start with the landscaping here. See if I can land on this tree. Yeah, so I think we're going to smooth some of this out. I think we can maybe work out a little bit more of a landscape here, which would be good. I got a funny feeling I'm going to shorten that bridge a little bit. It might not be that long. I feel like we might want to take it into about there. And then this, I think we're going to make this actual cliffs, like I think rock, as opposed to grass. I think it would be easier to add to that rather than sculpt away from it. And then we'll have kind of like a grassy thing happening there. So we'll get some stone. Andesite, we'll get some grass and dirt and just start moving things around. The other thing is we're going to take a look at how this side of the road bleeds into this area here. This is going to be a graveyard, and I think we're going to have to take some dirt away here. So we'll mess around with this as well if we get there. First we're going to focus on the river. Yeah, I think rock cliffs would be cool. It would be a cool thing to look at from here. And I think that while there isn't currently a path over here, I could easily see there being some sort of house or a building here that might make sense. I'm not sure what would be here that would make sense. Maybe a granary or something could be here. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what we would put there, but we definitely need to do something. Trailblazer, good to see you. Squeal it, welcome back. So we will grab the dirt. Coarse dirt. Grass. I think I had spirit shulkers over here too. Put the flowers away. There's the spare. We should change the color of that. Oh no, it is. There it is there. Oh no, this is Cosmics. They might want that back. Okay. That's the backup. Okay. Stone. I think that's it for now. We're not going to do any sculpting as far as texture stuff goes. Now, as long as I have a bed, I don't need to carry the book with me right now. We need some more rockets though. Need to make some more rockets, looks like. Where is... Right. Okay. Chinook, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Cosmic says you can keep it, it's fine, but the color has to stay. Nice. I see what you did there. Sounds like blackmail to me. Still not entirely sure about this area. Not sure what we're going to do here. Yeah, I think having a cliff out of the side of your vision here would be good. I think we'll just set up here. Grass, dirt, do moss, coarse dirt. And then spare. Worry about the details on the cliffs a little bit later. But I think the cliffs would be a good place to start. And like I said, it's going to be fun to build this out rather than having to build it in. So I think the thing to do here would be to replace this top level. I've sort of already done the outline of the river. Actually, I guess this should be andesite, shouldn't it? Guess we can mix and match a little bit. Yeah, so then we'll use some dirt that we've been waiting to get rid of. Go ahead and build up the back, and then we'll build up the front. So this hopefully will bring some new texture and shape to this section. Be able to move around a little bit. Obviously we'll have to kind of back up a little bit at certain points and see what's up. I feel like some of this is going to need to be trimmed. that part's going to be difficult. We're going to have to back up quite a bit. Josh Lizard, we are working on the river next to the East Farm Road that we did last time. So, right along here. Yeah, already that's starting to make a difference. Here's where we'd want to kind of roll it down a little bit, though. Oops. It's hard when you're building something up sometimes. I'm trying to do something that matches the existing landscape that Minecraft gave you, but then trying to come up with something of your own too. In some of these cases, we can use some slabs and things like that will help, I think. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, let's get this part to connect. Obviously, we'll continue this down as well. I want to get the top part right because that's really what you're going to see most of the time, right? Go like that, and then nope, I liked it better before. Probably come back and change those to moss. What I'm trying to do is get rid of a lot of the brown as best I can. Seems pretty straight though. So all of these will end up being green as the grass grows. Trying to smooth this out. Hey, there's Tadpole Milk. What's going on? Oh no, wait. I guess it was just a shout out for Tadpole. Tarsiris, not sure if you've mentioned it in the stream, but I enjoyed the Tadpole Milk as your Spawn Chunks guest. And now I have another streamer to watch. Oh, that's cool, Tarsiris. I'm glad that you found them through their appearance on the Spawn Chunks. I mean, that's something that's nice about having a platform like the Spawn Chunks, is that, you know, when I discover a streamer, Minecraft content creator that I like, has a good voice in the community, we can use our platform on Spawn Chunks to be like, hey, we think more people should know about you. And they do us a favor by, you know, coming on the show, helping out when someone like Johnny's away on vacation, or myself if I ever decide to take a vacation. And then hopefully some of the members of our audience that, you know, have come to know and hopefully trust the Spawn Chunks, you know, for news and for content, end up discovering someone new that they like, and you never know, right? So eventually we're going to put in a lot of greenery and stuff down here. And it'll cover up all this flat grass. We've done it in other places, actually. For folks that might be new to me doing riverscaping, we've done stuff like this over here. Right? So some of these areas have been touched. Some of them are untouched. Some of them have been decorated. So just a matter of getting it to the point. This isn't done because I think I'm going to make a dock here, so I've not pushed on too much there. The stuff like this, I think, is what we're going to make this bank look like. So when you're up here, you'll see a lot of heavy foliage and grass and things like that. I didn't really do much landscaping around here at all when I finished that tower, did I? It'll take a little while for the grass to grow back, but once it does, I think it'll look okay. The hard part, of course, is these giant cliffs. Of dirt. Not my favorite. I guess we could push it so that the grass comes out over top of it, maybe? Dad from Bear subscribing at tier 1 for a lucky 13 months. Thanks so much, Dad from Bear. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you. Hope you're having a good Saturday. We're doing some super chill stuff today. It's been a good week, I guess. It's just long. I feel like I've talked to a number of people and no one has any like major complaints. There's been no world-ending, you know, events in people's lives. Friends are like, meh, you know, like it was a week. But I feel like a lot of people feel like it was a long week. what a year this week has been. That's a good way to express it, Cosmic. Canada Raz, good to see you. I need light. Give me sunshine. This week felt slow. What's really funny, Lucky Blue, is that it's a holiday for most people in North America. Like, Monday was a holiday, even though I didn't take a holiday. So the week should not feel long. It's for anybody that has a regular 9 to 5 in Canada. All the people that I talked to, it was a 4-day work week. Maybe it's because there was all that work piled into 4 days that normally wouldn't have been, you know? I don't know. I really am not going to know how this is going to look until it all turns back to grass. I feel like this can just be replaced. This should be pretty easy to do. We'll just start with the basics for now. Yeah, I feel like I might want to go up higher through here. Maybe we can bring it back. I find it tough to do this kind of stuff when you're this close to it. Like when you need to step back a lot. Did you ever fix the back chandeliers in the Citadel? Chandeliers, maybe? Given how long it's been since you've been here, Canada Raz, I really don't know what you mean. If there's something that I notice, I fix it. If I don't notice, then I don't fix it. Probably bring this around to here. Feels about right. Oh, out of stone. I'll worry about the actual in-river stuff later. Just wanted to make sure I got this cliff looking at least. decent. For the basic attempt, that's not bad. Needs a little bit more happening through here, I think. And these are very square. Add a lawn there. I think maybe we'll connect these, but then add like the dip here. That way I can add a little bit more along here. Suggesting that there's a little bit more going on. Trying to make it look like this stuff goes behind the grass and under the grass, even though at the moment it doesn't. Cool. So then really we just need to create a little bit more of a dip along here because this is just a very straight edge. That's all right. Whoops. Now here we could probably come up with some sort of a cool little retaining wall or something. But I'll worry about that when we're working on the road details. Yeah, I kind of like being able to see a little gray there. We'll have to overlap it with some other things. So now up here, see, I think I'll take a little bit off the top there, and then I need to. This needs to get smoothed out dramatically, obviously, and we need to. The cliff needs to come down and be a little bit more subtle on this side. I think. Build this out a little bit. That's what I mean. Like you always have to back up and look at things. Whoops. There's a clip there. Like the one I just built. I know that sometimes these kind of streams can be a little bit on the slow side, but I mean, it's all part of the crafting of an area like this. And I find a lot of times this stuff is either overlooked or just not showcased an awful lot. I feel like that looks pretty good. So if this is going to be the edge of this, I would like to smooth this part out. Oh, having mossy stone and cracked stone as actual blocks in the game counted as? Yeah, I think that would be a cool addition. I want to try to connect this over here. Whoops. Yeah, I prefer watching actual progress as well. I find too, like if I blew through this on my own off stream, I would just be cannibalizing my own content. I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't actually taken the plunge and messed around in Starfield on the Xbox. I'm sure look way better than on my PC because my PC is a little bit old, and with it being a brand new game, plus the Xbox just being a dedicated like graphic workhorse, it's going to look a lot better on the Xbox. But I want to share the experience, so I haven't attempted to play because I wanted to actually share it with you guys. That might change as we get to some of the grindier parts of Starfield, if there are any. I'm sure there will be. So you can sort of see how I'm taking this and like smoothing it into the existing path, right? So we've got ones, twos, like a long one. We could actually probably use like a piece there. This is a little formulaic, so I might extend this a little bit, smooth that out. And then here, obviously this is going to get chopped down a bit. We're just going to continue this kind of scoop as it goes down. And you can see the contour kind of comes down that way. We want this, I think this is going to be lower. We're going to carve this away. Do that. So some of this is going to get pushed back a bit. That's starting to feel pretty good. Can maybe make it a little steeper down through here. And then here, maybe flattened out a little bit. So I completely eyeballed that, and hopefully it worked. Hey, pretty good. Not bad for a first crack. You can sort of see how I wanted to have this ridge kind of go to the right and then flow down that way. We've got this part here that comes down, and then this kind of just swoops along. But you can sort of see how this is like very curvy at the bottom, and then it slowly changes. Say we've got a couple of mistakes I could fix right there, maybe. This is the kind of stuff where my, my education, when I was taking animation and learning how to model characters in 3D, I think my 3D spatial awareness from my work in television was a good background to have, I guess. This is going to be tricky. There's a cave there. Kind of like the idea of it coming out at an angle, so you can see it. This stuff is always really tough. A lot of trial and error. I guess it would curve that way. I'm not sure if we're going to make it like an actual river, or whether we're going to make it, or like a brook, or whether we're going to make it an actual, like more like a marshy area down there. I certainly want to have some marshy areas up here. That would work. I don't think there's anything worth exploring down here other than maybe lighting a few things up so we don't get creepers. Just a big old cave. Nothing to report. Okay. We'll light the first, I guess, 30 or so blocks. We'll probably just do that. That way we don't get any zombies spawning close enough to the surface that we can hear them. And we'll leave it at that. Right, actually that's probably going to get cut back. just to have some sort of like lower area that's roughly the same shape. I think we'll fill this into probably just another entrance into the cave. Yeah. Couple more torches. Oh, there's nothing here. Fair enough. So no, I know I don't have to fill this in, but like I said, if we're gonna do anything on top of it, eventually it's nice not to have to worry about groaning zombies that pick up items and don't despawn and all that kind of nonsense. So we'll just, for the sake of being able to get rid of some of the blocks that I just don't have the room for anymore, it's nice to be able to utilize all the blocks that we've dug up over the last few months. That's why I never throw anything away. So you never know when you're just gonna need to fill in a giant hole in Minecraft. Cool. Missed a spot in here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. You like filling stuff into? There's something, the completionist in me likes it. Which mod do you use for the refill your hand feature? I don't know what you mean, GrandpaCrafter. I'm using pick block. Is that what you mean? So what happens with pick block is that if you've got the item somewhere else in your inventory and you select the item, which for me is just middle mouse button. So if I click my mouse wheel, it just pulls it. What you were seeing is that I probably had like 2 or 3 stacks of dirt on me, and as I went through one, I probably very quickly just hit pick block. That's probably what it was. So not a mod, it's in vanilla. You can do that in all versions of the game. Well, sorry, I mean all versions of Java. I'm not familiar at all with Bedrock. See, now that starts to look a little bit better, but it also makes this feel quite long. So I might look at moving that. If I was to put the edge of it like right here on this block, I still want to do like an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 16, so we can maybe put it there. That's about right. We might want to move the end. I say maybe 2 blocks that way and then 2 blocks on this side as well. And this is why I don't build the whole bridge all at once. Because you never know when a new idea is going to strike and you're going to want to move it 2 blocks. And if you've already designed it and built it, man, nothing takes the wind out of my sails more like having to move something just a couple of blocks to the left. Yeah, that feels pretty good. We might adjust it further, but for now, I think that's pretty good. I didn't bring any horse dirt. Then this cliff on this side will have to get built up. Still kind of straight coming into this way, so we might have to make some adjustments there too. Might be worth building this out. Feels a little bit more natural. This does not. Probably going to build this up here too. Haven't really even thought about this area. Mostly focusing on the south side. All right, I like that. So let's, did I have a center block? I did. Let's move the center block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that looks to be kind of roughly over the center of where the support would need to be. So if we do have an arch in there, it's going to look like it's going to be supporting itself. Yeah, I like that size of the bridge better. Way less distracting. Feels more like a little footbridge than the giant causeway that we had there before. So you can see how sometimes these things, you don't have to make the decision all at once. You know, you can see something like that and be like, I'm going to put a bridge there. Put in a temporary bridge. See how you feel as you walk across it a couple times. Change your mind. You know. Yeah, Lucky Blue Jay, it's just a sketch. It's just the very basics, right? Like you can see I've got all kinds of other bridges around here, right? And they never started off like that. They all start off as just like a plank, you know, they do whatever they want to do. But I'm not going to go ahead and raise it and try to make it look perfect, again, only to move it, you know, a couple blocks to the right. You know, like I did the same thing with this one, you know. This was just a straight slab for a long time until I decided that that's where I wanted it, right? How come I'm not making it out of wood? Because I wanted to make it out of stone. I think stone looked better. I'd imagine most bridges would be made out of stone anyway. Yeah, I think Lucky Blue Jay, I think you're just coming in at the early part of the process, right? All right, I didn't want to mess with the river edge because the river edge looks good. That even looks more interesting along here. We'll have to do a little bit more there, maybe. You can even see topographically it starts to look a lot better there too. So here we could maybe smooth things out a bit. Looks pretty good. A little on the straight side. So maybe I'll punch that back. Probably better. Really, a lot of this is going to be dictated by how the little brook will go. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, it's funny how the map has started to matter to me, you know, how it looks in the map. So the cliff I keep on thinking of is the one way over here in the west. Break time, says Cosmic. Thank you very much. So over here, we've got a bunch of really cool cliffs that border the river. This one in particular over here, I quite like. So I'm going to try to do something like that. Maybe not with the overhang. I don't know. But we're going to add, you know, some geometry to it to make it look a little bit nicer. But since we are down this way, Cosmic has pointed out it is time for my break. I take a break once an hour, folks. Gives me a chance to stretch, grab a glass of water. You should too. You know, get up, shake out the sillies. Maybe even grab a friend. We're always trying to grow the channel. The Twitch subs, gift subs, those kind of things are all 30% off for the month of September. Not September, but Subtember. It's a promotion on Twitch. And they all lead to the Discord. And if you are not a Twitch person, but you prefer to support your streamers on Patreon, I have one of those too. And for $2, you can support and join the Discord. And it keeps me streaming. And I very much appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. back to work. Do I want to fly? Do I want to walk? We're going to walk. Or run, I guess. Thank you, Cosmic. MindTripMedia gifting a sub to Wobbly Prime. Thanks very much. It's very kind of you. Wobbly Prime, if you're hearing this, then connect to your Discord and your Twitch. And join us in the Joel Duggan Discord. That. Take another one of those. You know what? Let's just put this in here now so I can stop jumping. And then maybe we'll cut the top part back. Oh, no. That's better. Now here, I think we'll just temporarily put them in because I don't know what this is going to look like. Cool. Doot, doot. I think what I'm going to do, Lucky Blue, is I mentioned this when I was doing this on the last stream, so it was like last weekend. But there's kind of a natural depression here, right? And then Minecraft has like a little pond over there. So I think what I might do is like turn this into like maybe a mossy area. I don't think I'm going to do a full-on pond. Like we've done things like a pond over here, right? So like there's a little brook that travels underneath the bridge here, right? But I couldn't decide to do with this what to do with this area, so I added a little pond. And I don't think I'm gonna go that big. I think I'd rather have like a speckled, sort of like how the swamp looks in Minecraft Dungeons, if that makes any sense. So like down here, similar to something like this, maybe we'll do like that, and then something like that, and all this will just be filled with water, so it'll look really cool and wet. And then maybe some of these are moss blocks and that kind of a thing. I think I want to do something like this small before I do something like this large, which is this whole area here. Whole thing is going to be a swampy area. Sorry, not that whole area. The low part here. Just this low part. And it's going to drain into this river, but not in like a brook, just like a natural way. So I think by doing one small over here, we might be able to learn some lessons and then apply it to the big one. Yeah, this was just naturally here. This was just like a natural depression here. And actually you can see how Minecraft kind of created a weird chunky back to it. So like we're gonna have to fix all that. But for today, I thought I would focus on the river and the riverside on this side, and then kind of move forward from there. And I think we're doing okay. I think we have to kind of move to the next section. Yeah, I don't think. See, I think this is going to be wheat field, because as we're coming in from the north, I kind of want wheat field to be all the way to there. So yeah, that's going to be naturally wheat field probably until about here. So it might be a good spot to put in a stone wall. So I'll go get some cobblestone. It's really weird steering with the mouse in Minecraft when you're flying. I've gotten used to it, but it's an odd mechanic. Oh, do I have cobblestone? Yes. Walking away with an empty shulker box without checking it first. Drop off the box first. So I did this in tiers. I didn't get too close to the river. And it looks like there might be a little bit of a road that would come through here. So we'll leave a space. And then I think maybe we'll create a wall that goes along here. And there'll be tiers below that. So some of this I think is going to get flattened a bit. I feel like there's like a minimum distance here. Always leave a space by the wall for walking. Yeah, these are like 3 deep, so forget sometimes how vast Westhill is, but also how densely packed it is with the buildings. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. That's nice of you to say. Done such a fantastic job. Amazing piece of work. That's really sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard when you're kind of in it. It's kind of like why I enjoy stepping away from it and like getting out into the fields and stuff sometimes, because you forget just how much work you've done until you kind of backed up a bit, you know? So where was that road potentially thing? Yeah, okay. So instead of this going up in a wall, maybe we can bring this up here. I don't know if I want to follow the road exactly. But I think what we could do here, from the map, this is one of the cool things about the map, is that this looks like it just kind of naturally flows. So it doesn't have to be like a full road, but I feel like we could put in just a little one, right? And maybe it doesn't have to be this wide, but we can always change that later. Oh, out of course start. Right, so we've got that. And I feel like that could just go pretty much straight down here. Take that off there. I mean, we can tweak it a little bit. But that would give us kind of like a side for this. So then here, instead of this grass, what we'd end up having would be this side of the wall. Right, and then it starts to feel like it's a little bit more man-made, a little bit more retaining wall vibe. Although this will probably get pushed back to here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We could fill that area with some stuff too, you know, just different things. Maybe a wagon or barrel or something. You just get rid of a load of grass filling holes, and now you just collected it more back up again. Yeah, no, that's it's a constant cycle. It's nice to have, like when you need to fill in a gap and you have that kind of stuff. It's great to have the resources, but I find that I do fill up more than I tear down. Oh, I almost had him. Right, so that to me has got the wrong shape. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how close I want it to the road. Wandering trader. Do you have any good things? Probably not. Oh, that would be fun. I feel like we have a few of those already. Not wasting a shulker. Bubble coral. Diorite, maybe? Anything there of interest? Oh, maybe mini barrels. You know what? Yeah, let's get so just a few. Barrels, diorite, bubble coral, and bricks. And maybe azalea and lit redstone lamps. Probably a good idea. Okay, what do we have? Coral in here? Maybe. There it is. Bubble coral. Bubble coral. And diorite. I don't know if I have diorite out here. I don't think I do. That'll be in the storage room. Barrels. Those are also in the storage room. Bricks and azalea. Yeah, everything else is going to be over here. It's really funny the amount of stuff that I now have committed to memory because I've been traveling around this build so much. Like, I really do know my way around. Diorite. There we go. Bricks would be... I don't remember where all my shulker boxes are. I meant like just a way to navigate the town. Okay. Diorite, barrel, bricks, azalea, and redstone lamp. Azalea. Redstone lamp. Cool. Always good to pick up some extra items when you see them. It's become a little bit of a mini game, which I like. Perfect. Service is no longer required. I really wish that there was a better way to get rid of the wandering trader. Like, after you traded with him, if he walked away and just left you alone, instead of being in your face constantly for the rest of whatever you're doing, it would be very nice. And we have an entire storage area dedicated to these mini blocks. I did have some lit redstone lamps. That's fine. Diorite. Had a few of those. We did not have a lot of red bricks. Got some more bubble coral. That's good. More azalea is good. And the barrels I think I'll keep and put in my little chest. That's in under the storage system. And that would be one of these. Yep. Oh, no room. That's annoying. Did that sound like a creeper walking off a ledge somewhere? I just heard one of those like short fuse kind of hisses. There's definitely a creeper somewhere. Oh, I keep on forgetting that's there. I don't know why that would be there, but we're going to put it there for now. He needs a little dismiss button under his UI to say, you know, you're done with it, and he just walks into the sunset. That's a great idea, yeah. I heard it in this area. There he is right there. So he must be spawning in there somehow. So this would probably flow down with the road. But then I guess it depends on the tiers. They'll probably have to do the bank first. It's the creeper's house now? Well, he'll just spawn. Probably, I think I might be far enough away. Like where I'm working right now. I think that's at a render distance. It's close. There's the tower. And the hall that he was in is right down there. Right, so I might want to Hold this back up a bit here. That's a little on the narrow side. Maybe we'll push it back. There we go. A little narrow through here too. Yeah, I think that feels pretty good. A little steep, but we can work with that as we need to. So I'd say about here is where the other tier would need to be. So we'll fill this in. And I think they're at least 3 wide, right? Most of them anyway. Closer to 4. Right, so then along here, come up like that. And now we just have to carve some of this down. This goes back by 3. We still got a decent amount of space. That's good. Okay. Happy with that. So then we just kind of create this pathway here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to decide how we're going to handle this part, which is the part that I want to be seen the most. So this should be pretty dense, I think, as far as wheat goes. So this is one of those classic situations that I've mentioned on the stream before, where originally I was trying to figure out what to do with this section here. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. So I'm building, like, trying to figure out what's going to happen here. Build this, plan this, and then you just the middle kind of comes together on its own. To kind of figure out what your key parts are, and then build the sandwich bread first. Oh yeah, we're looking at that section. That's right. And then this would be, I guess, wall along here. And then this would curve in. Sure. So I'm thinking maybe entrance here, where you can go either way. And then this would be your wheat.